We're getting a brand new Blue Peter garden and it's being built right here at the Chelsea Flower Show.
The garden will be unveiled at the prestigious RHS Chelsea Flower Show. This floral display lasts for 5 days, hosted by the Royal Horticultural Society. It showcases the latest garden designs, a bit like a fashion show for plants.
And I'm off to meet award-winning garden designer Juliet, who's going to walk me through the plans for our soil-themed garden.
Juliet, it's lovely to meet you.
Yes.
You must be so excited, because I know I am. But what are you thinking?
OK, so we've got a rectangle of a plot, and at the moment it's just grass. So we've got to turn it into a garden that's all about soil. And what I want to do is have lots of different types of plants because they're all supported by soil. So we're going to have some food growing over here because our food comes from soil.
Yep.
And then I think up here we're going to have a meadow planted, a bit like it's up on a hill.
OK.
And finally, in the middle of the garden, we'll have a building where I want to give children the sense that they're descending into the earth, like a worm.
Like a little worm, yeah.
Or a beetle. And so it'll be a building that's dark and cool and earthy. And we're going to call it a Rhisotron.
That sounds very impressive, but it sounds like we've also got a lot of work to do.
We have.
We should probably get to it, shouldn't we?
Get digging.
This garden will eventually be moved to its permanent home at RHS Bridgewater, a green area in the northwest of England, home to walled flower gardens, a meadow, a fruit orchard, and it's the size of over 100 football fields.
Now, we know our theme is all about soil, but what's the big deal? I'm sending Mwaksy off to meet students from Salford to find out.
Okay, I've got my tools, so I'm ready, but I have to say, I don't know anything about soil, so I think you guys are going to have to teach me a few things. Jack, what can you tell me?
Well, soil's made out of loads of different things.
Oh, really? I can't see much here, though.
There are lots of things that you can see and can't see, such as insects and worms.
Wow. Ew, I found a worm! Look! But if there's so much life in soil, what do we use it for?
We use it to make plants and trees. Also, we make our fruit and vegetables. Without healthy soil, our food can't grow.
Wow, you guys are very clever.
Juliet has asked the children to get inspired by soil and create some artwork to feature in the garden. And it wouldn't be a Blue Peter garden without a little bit of colour.
There's something quite special about these paints, isn't there?
Yeah, these are no ordinary paints. They're completely natural,
Oh.
made with soil.
How, though? Because this is yellow, this is green, this is orange. I've never seen this kind of soil in my garden, so...
If you travel around the world, the soils are all sorts of fantastic colours, from green, orange, red, black. And if you grind them up, you can make them into soil paints. Beautiful soil paints. You don't need any chemicals, it's just the soil.
Wow, okay. You know what? I think we should get painting.
We should.
The colour of soil depends on where it's found in the world and the soil type. People have been using soil colours for pottery, dyeing clothes and painting for thousands of years. And now we're using it to make artwork for the garden. Ooh, great paintings, guys. You don't moss around. Get it? Honestly, I can't wait to see these in the final garden. Meanwhile, Richie's heading to the site in Chelsea to help with the build. And Richie, I've planned a little surprise for you.
Mwaksy, this is the greatest surprise of all time. I am at the plot where the garden will be built at Chelsea, and I'm here to help Juliet move a 750 kilogram stone into the correct place using this. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we're off. So I'm using this little arm just to my right to raise 750 kilograms. So about there, I reckon. And then I'm going to extend the arm. There we go. Until I'm told to stop. I do not want to mess this up. Oh, wrong way. Easy does it. Touchdown. Job done. I'm getting thumbs up.
Fantastic job. Well done.
I think I did it. Oh. I'm sweating. There's a lot of pressure carrying a big old rock. Juliet, this is looking far more like a construction site than a garden at the moment. But how much more work is there to do?
There's loads to do. We've got to get all the structures in.
Right.
So there's a big steel structure, there's a timber deck, get all the paving in, and then after that, trees, hedging and plants. So there's still loads to do.
Do you think that you're going to get this all done?
Well, we've got 3 weeks to do it. It's all planned, but you never know.
Better get moving then, haven't we? Right, let's go.
The team have just 3 weeks to turn this giant patch of mud,
And my world-famous rock wall.
yes, and the wall, into our beautiful Blue Peter garden.
Juliet and the team have been working tirelessly over the past 3 weeks to bring her design to life. Quite literally planting trees and flowers. And the Rhizotron. But we're at the last hurdle. Tomorrow is the big reveal.
But before the garden is finished, our Salford soil experts have arrived at the Chelsea Flower Show to add their artwork to the garden.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Lovely to see you.
So, Juliet, where do we begin?
Come and see. We want you to put your artwork on the fungal fence. So come into the garden. Okay, everybody, we're ready now. You've all got your artwork on magnets, so we need to stick them onto the fungal fence. Do you want to come round? If you come round this way, we can put them, we're going to start by putting them one by one on the back.
These are the soil paintings the children have been working on, which will now be on show for everyone to see. And what do these guys think of the garden so far?
I think the garden's really great because you can see all the vibrant flowers and it can show people how nice nature can be.
Wow, that's a good answer. And Natasha, what do you love about the garden?
I love how there's like many different plants and there's not just one thing and it's not just all green because there's many different colours.
And Nathan, remind me why the garden is so special. What does it celebrate?
It's really special and it celebrates that wildlife can find their homes, whether they have shelter here or not. They'll be able to find food and have a happy life.
That's so lovely.
With the paintings in, the garden is done.
This has taken a huge amount of work, from Juliet's original garden designs to the children's amazing soil paintings.
Let's rock and roll.
To me, helping to build the all-important rock wall. It's been an incredible undertaking to create this brand new soil-themed Blue Peter garden, which can be enjoyed by people all over the country for years to come. And we can finally see the finished product.
Juliet's design promised to be an adventure into the earth, exploring colours, textures and sounds, and we think she pulled it off. The Rhizotron, the sunken seating and the roof meadow really do celebrate soil.
Okay, everyone, are you ready for the big reveal?
Yeah! Okay, count us in. 3, 2, 1.
Yes! Welcome, everybody, to the new Blue Peter garden. Discover soil. Come and have a look. Come on.
You can come in, you can come in, you can come in.
Morning, welcome.
Hundreds of people at the Chelsea Flower Show have come to the opening of the new Blue Peter garden, including some of our past BP presenters.
Oh, back again.
Hi, friend. Hello. I miss you.
It was always nice to get out into the garden, wasn't it? Because you were stuck in studios that were hot and stressed. So when you got to the garden, it was much more relaxed. So I always associate the Blue Peter garden with nice moments.
Our garden was next to BBC Television Centre. One of the things I really did love, though, was, and it might be that slightly competitive edge in me, was when we grew the sunflowers. And it was really always important to get the tallest one.
I love it here. This is so great.
What do you like the most about the new Blue Peter garden?
It's really interactive.
Yeah.
I love that I could walk through it, I could feel stuff, I could get a bit muddy on my trainers. I liked it.
But what does Juliet think?
Juliet, it's done. How do you feel?
I'm feeling relieved, but pleased because I think it looks really good.
It does. I love it. I adore it. And I'm not a gardening expert, but I can appreciate the levels to it. You've got the flowers on the roof there, you've got them there, and then you've got steps down beneath ground level to listen to the soil. And of course, you've got my rock over in the corner. That's the best thing about it, right?
It honestly is amazing. And I'm so glad that you at home will be able to share in the new garden as well. So watch this space.